What's up, you guys? It's Olivia. Welcome to my channel. This is my friend
Tyler,
and today we're going to be talking about our Playlist Lab experience
for the third year.
Okay, so I was with my friend Carly. We were going this year because Tyler was going with her friend. So me and Carly woke up at like 8:30 and we went to Playlist at like 9. So we got the Playlist. And then right when we walked in, I was like, oh my god, and there was Joey.
Like, why not Joey?
I was like freaking out. And Carly took a picture with him, and then we looked over and we saw Nick Horton. And I started freaking out. I was like, oh my god. We went up to our room, and we got dressed, and did our makeup and our hair, and got all of our bags and stuff. And then we went downstairs, and we met Gabe Lace up, and then we went to dinner at this like place where they cook in front of you. When we were there, Bart Baker walked in the door and I was like, oh my god, that's Bart Baker, like we have to get a picture. So we walked over to him and we were like, can we get a picture? So we got a picture with him. And then we were done with dinner, me and Carly left. So we met Dan Hill, Jonas Bridges, and Jackson Anderson. That was the end of my Friday.
I got there around 2:30ish, and we got there and like we were already ready. I saw Nick Horton, I saw Noah Schnacky, who I like. I love Noah. And then I met Matthew Luck, and then I met Justin Blake. Olivia called me and was like, there's a big group of people downstairs. Do you want to see who it is with me? And I was like, and Carly, and I was like, yeah, sure. So I went down there, and it was Jonas and Jackson, and Jonas was really sweet. He was like complimenting Carly's hair and couldn't believe her age, and it was like, he was really sweet.
Like,
and then
real conversation.
Like, yeah, like it wasn't like a quick hug and walk away. And then Jackson, he's so sweet also. We just took a picture with him. I went back inside and I re-saw Justin Blake because I hated my first picture with him. So I don't like my second one either. But yeah, that was the end of my Friday. And we went to bed around like 11:30 or 12.
So that was the end of both of our Fridays. Now I'm going to go on to my Saturday. So me and Carly woke up really early and we went to District Lines thing, and we both got a Playlist Live t-shirt, a James Charles sweatshirt, and a hat with a middle finger on it. We really don't know whose merch it was, but we really liked it, so if it's your merch, I really like your merch. And then after we got merch, we were gonna go walk back to our room, but then we met Brandon Westenberg. We really liked him, so we were like, wow. And then after that, we went to Alicia Marie's sister panel because Carly was like, that's why she went to Playlist, for Alicia Marie. We saw Jack Tenney. We see him like all the time, but we took a picture with him. And then after that, we had our PM meetup, and our PM meetup was Colin Duthie, Wes Tucker, Alec Benjamin, the Juarez twins, Taylor and Joey. We walked out and we were like just like walking around the venue, and we met Gabe Irwin, and then we walked down these stairs that were right by where we met Gabe, and then we met Blake, Baby Ariel, and Tana Mojo, and then after that we went back inside. We walked back the other way again, and we met Damien, who was really spicy. After we met Damien, we looked back, and we had previously met the security guard from outside. So we previously met the security guard before we met Damien, and so we saw him.
He was outside.
He was like outside, and we like walked up, and there were like a bunch of girls there, and they were in front of the YouTube tower. And so we were like, what's going on? And they were like, oh, he's doing like dance competitions and taking groups of like 3 into the North Tower.
And I'm a dancer, so they...
Yeah, and we were like, she's a dancer, and like we all want to go in, and we're not going to leave one out. And he was like, fine. So we did groups of 5, and we won the dance competition. And so we waited there for like 10 minutes.
No, like 20 minutes.
Like 20 minutes. And he finally like took us into the North Tower and just dropped us off there, and he was like, okay, you're in. And then he left. And we walked out, and he literally took us to the food court.
But when the way he took us was we walked in, and it was a long like hallway, but it like twisted and stuff, and there was a security guard in every single corner sitting there, and he kept saying like, oh, I got these girls, like as if we were like sneaking in or something. And then he was like, you should have got on the elevator or something, when meanwhile, he was holding us and, like, pulling us, like, oh, I got them. And then he, like, nudged, like, go this way. So we go that way, and we walk out, and we're like,
it's the food
it's
court.
the food court. So this is my Saturday, because, like, now we're jumping into my Saturday. Because we met up at the end of Saturday night, but besides that, we were separated all day. So I had an AM meetup. She had a PM meetup. So you had to be downstairs. It was supposed to start at 10. So we got down. Oh, my foot is so numb right now. It's not even funny. We went downstairs at like 9:30, and I had my meetup was David Dobrik, Jason Nash, Toddy, and 2 other people, but no one knew who they were. Went up to Jason. He was really, really nice. I FaceTimed my friend through it all. Toddy, he was pretty basic. He was really nice, really good looking. And David, he was so sweet. He FaceTimed my friend. He gave us candy. When I was leaving, I met Hayden Summerall. And then I was walking back, and I saw Jonas Bridges again, and then Nathan Triska. And they were in like a big crowd, and Nathan took a group picture of us and posted on Instagram. And then Simon Britton, I met him, and then Bradley. And then I saw Noah Schnacky again, so I took more pictures of him, and I FaceTimed my friend so he could say hi to her. And then I got on stage. I went on the Musical.ly stage with JoJo and some other people. They taught us a really bad dance, like dabbing and whipping, and oh, it was a mess. But I got on stage and did it for everyone. So that was fun. And then I watched, her meetup was right next to what I was watching, so I was watching her meet them as this was happening, but I watched Reed Deming's performance, because he's the love of my life. And then I watched Noah Schnacky's performance, and some guy named Doug Armstrong's performance, and then Max and Harvey's performance. And then I met Taylor Hewitt, he's a singer. Then I met some kid from Game Shakers. I had no idea who he was. He was a cutie, and some girls said it was Nick Bean, so that's great. I was like, who was that? And she was like, oh, it's Nick Bean. I was like,
No.
not even close, honey. Okay, and then I met, who was this?
Alex Stewart.
Yeah, Alex Stewart. And then
He was also in my Saturday meetup. I don't know why I forgot about him, because he was one of the ones I wanted to meet so bad.
and then I met a YouTuber I've been watching since I was little. Her username used to be Megan Loves Bieber 8. Now she's Megan Elizabeth. Then I met Brandon Bowen. And then Noah Schnacky pulled us all to a conga line down to the pool. And I met Jack Tenney, Gabe Irwin. Then that's when I saw her, and I met Blake Gray, Baby
This
Ariel.
is when we all like stayed together.
Yeah, Tana Mojo. And then I had separated for a little while and met Mikey Murphy, Jonas again. We met Andrew Fontenot that night also.
This was the end of our Saturdays. Now we're gonna go into our Sundays. So me and Carly woke up, and it was a early morning meetup, and we walked out, saw a bunch of people, and but we didn't like stop to take pictures at that time because we needed to go somewhere. And so we went into the main ballroom, or the main stage, and we saw Wes Tucker's performance, Harvey's performance, Matt and Nick's performance, Fly By Midnight, Golden, Houston, and Zach Clayton's performances, and we saw the security guard
With a trail full of
with
girls.
a trail full of
Oh, and some
girls
guys.
and boys. And we walked up and we were like, "What are you doing?"
And they're like,
And
we're
they're
getting kicked out.
"We're getting kicked out." And we were like, "Why would you be getting kicked out?" And they're like, "We don't know. All we know is we're getting kicked out." And we were like,
Yeah, no.
"Okay, let's get kicked out too." So
We talked to the guy, and he was like, get kicked out, like, get in line. We're like,
and so we got in line,
but then we realized that was probably not smart.
and we're like walking, and he, like, a security guard, or people would walk by, and he'd be like, "Get out of here, do you want to get kicked out too?" and like stuff like that. And so he brought us into like this hallway.
The hallway he took us to get to the food court.
Yeah.
Same hallway.
And when we got there, we were like, "Okay, we're not doing this." And so we
By the way, what his goal was all the creators get to go to Universal on Sunday night, and they get to go from 8 p.m. till midnight, and then they have an option to stay at a party thing until like 2 a.m. He thought if he let the girls sit there, that's the hallway they would come through when they were leaving.
that was definitely not what
Not
happened.
the hallway that they were going through. And we knew that. So we figured it out on our own.
We literally walked all the way around the whole entire hotel, which was really, really, really
Sketchy.
long.
Let's say that too.
It was scary and sketchy, and dark and
Oh my god.
was
It's
not
horrible.
a fun thing until we got to the end. But we walked all the way around, and there was like this guy sitting there with his car doors open playing Mexican music, and it was just like
And he
really
was just like
scary.
staring at us. It was horrible.
But then we like started running, and we saw buses, and there were all the creators coming out of the buses, and it was
Like we found the spot. There was
Yeah.
only like what, 5 people?
yeah, there was only like 5 people there, but we found it. And when we were there, we met James Charles. We're like all like freaking out.
But like we saw everyone. Like we took a picture with James Charles. I
But
took
we
one with
saw
Ricky Thompson.
everybody.
But like I saw like Nia from Dance Moms. Like you name them, we probably saw
Yeah,
them.
we saw everyone that came out of the buses that went to Universal. But the only person we really got a picture with was James Charles, and she got Ricky. And then we were in Jack Tunney's vlog with Tana,
Yeah, with Tana Mojo.
and that was the end of my Sunday.
My Sunday, again, was different up until then. That day, we decided I was staying with them, and my friend was going to go home, and I was staying with them till Monday. So I had to bring all my stuff to their room. But first, I had my meetup, and my meetup was the Merrill twins, Natalie's Outlet. So I don't want to butcher her name, but I think it's Sophia Nygard or something.
She's from BuzzFeed.
Yeah, she was from BuzzFeed. She's not on there anymore, though. And then Andrew Lau, That's So Jack, and The Gappy Show. And I did it mostly for The Gappy Show. I love her. And then I met Carly. She's in Gabby's and David's vlogs and all that. And then while we were watching the performances, because my other, like the group I was with left, so now I was with her and Carly, while we were waiting at Sam Potter. I love him. So he was doing a meet and greet, but you had to get his merch to meet him. And I was like, I don't have the money to get his merch to meet him, but I wanted to meet him so bad. So in the middle of the performance, I looked at Olivia and was like, I need your room key. I gotta go get money. And I ended up calling her mom, and I met her mom at the other end of the hotel, and she gave me $20, and I ended up buying a poster, and then I got to meet Sam and his wife, Rosa. And then I met Hussein.
That's so weird.
What? His wife?
His
I
wife?
know. Because I'm supposed to be his wife. And then I met Nick and Matt Hall and Fly By Midnight. Because I left my badge in the room like an idiot. So I had to go back and get it. And I saw them while I was there. And then this was like, we thought everyone was at Universal. So we were just kind of hanging out near the North Tower. Because there was a couple people here and there that weren't. And I was like, oh, let me go check who's by the doors. So I went over and I ran back to Olivia. I was like, Wes Tucker's coming, like, warning. And I wanted to meet him so bad. So she was like, go, go, go. And so I took a picture with him. And then Sam Collins. And then that's when we met James and
Yeah.
Ricky.
Everyone, from now to the point on, whatever she says and whatever I say, we were together.
Yeah. So we didn't go to bed that night till what, 3:30?
Yeah,
30?
3:30.
And we said we were going to wake up at what, like 8? We woke up at 10. Whoops.
And so we woke up and we went to breakfast. And when we were at breakfast, we met Harvey and Lauren.
Lauren Gray.
And it was like after breakfast because we like saw on their Snapchat that they were coming out of, this is like really creepy, but we saw them like in the elevator and saw them like walking down the hallway on their Snapchat. So we went into the hallway and we like saw them there, and we met them, and I was like freaking out because me and Carly and Ty wanted to meet Harvey that whole weekend like so bad. But we met them, and then we walked further down the hallway, and Ty was like, oh my god, there's Miles. If you don't know who Miles is, used to be Amanda's Chronicles. And so met him. Carly met Alicia Marie, and she was sobbing. And I met Alec Benjamin, who we also met in our Saturday meetup, and now he's like my favorite. And also met Hayden Summerall.
I met James Charles again, Reed Deming, met the Juarez twins, met Mark Thomas, I met Max and Harvey, I met Hunter Rowland, and then I met Nick Bean, Casey Brewer, and then Sam Potter again, because Sam Potter. And then I met Alec Benjamin as well, and then Hayden and Dylan Summerall.
If you ever have the chance to go, I
Go.
10 out of 10 recommend going.
If you like YouTube and someone offers you to go to Playlist Live,
Go.
Go.
I hope you guys enjoyed our Playlist Live experience video. You'll probably see her more. This was like my first video posting on my channel, but she'll be on my channel a lot. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.